Oh, hey there. I'm Oldman Lopez, and this is a theory that I've come up about Marvel's upcoming movie, Endgame. Before I start talking about my theory with you, I need to give you a warning. My friends that have heard this theory before, they have said that I've spoiled the movie to them. They believe that this theory is impacting, so I'm giving you this fair warning. If you do not want to spoil the movie for yourself, stop this video right away. But if you want to find out the biggest plot twist of all times, the plot twist that Marvel is hiding from you with all this deceitfulness of their releases of trailers, then keep watching, because you need to know Iron Man is going to die. Okay, so here's the thing. There's one thing that is important. Iron Man. Iron Man is the first Avenger. He's the first hero. He is the first movie. The whole MCU is based on Iron Man. It was built upon him, and he is the main character in the whole thing. And this whole Avenger series has been about closing the arc on Iron Man's character in the MCU. It's everything about him. Even the hint of the latest trailer to show red everywhere. It's to hint you about him. Don't forget, Doctor Strange said that he needed to survive. He was essential. So the one thing that people are making a mistake is they're thinking about Endgame, trying to figure out how people are going to beat Thanos. How does Captain Marvel fit into this story? You're falling into the trap that Marvel has set up for you. Here, they're making you think and look elsewhere, where the magicians are making the real magic happen here. Iron Man is the key for this all, and that's where I want to talk to you about. So focus on Iron Man and the leads that we have and the clues that we have on him, and you will unveil this with me. Okay, so what do we know? We know a lot, but what is it that Marvel wants us to know? Can we keep that in? Okay, let's see what we have as far as facts, or what Marvel wants us to think as facts. Anyways, first, we know that Iron Man is stranded in a spaceship with Nebula in the middle of space, in the middle of nowhere. They're out of water, out of food, and he's gonna be out of air soon. So everyone is worried that Iron Man is gonna die. But then, Marvel is very smart. They come and release a new trailer, and in this new trailer, you have images of Iron Man, Nebula, and other Avengers suit up, ready to go for battle in Earth. So you know they're gonna come back to Earth. So Marvel makes you think, oh, okay, everything's fine. Okay, there's going to be a rescue mission for him. Of course there's going to be a rescue mission for him. But, you know, people are thinking rescue mission the wrong way. They think, oh, yes, of course, we have Captain Marvel now. She's going to save him. So you may be asking yourself, who's going to then rescue Iron Man? The answer is simple, and it's in your face. It's Pepper Potts, of course. What? Pepper Potts? Yes, of course. See, in the first trailer you see Tony recording a message for Pepper. This is expanded in the second trailer, but focus only on what you know in the first one. He's sending a message, and he's hoping that Pepper will get that message. My theory is that Nebula is going to help him hook up the helmet to the spaceship communication systems, and that signal is going to be sent down to Earth, and Pepper is going to receive that message coming from him. So now Pepper is gonna see the message and she's gonna go nuts. She's like, it's my husband, I love him, I gotta get to him, we need to rescue him. She's gonna try to see what she can do with Stark Enterprise. Now do remember, half of the entire population of the planet is wiped out, so there might not be that many good scientists left, and of course, Tony is the most remarkable of them all, and he's not there. So she's going to realize that Stark Enterprise has not enough technology to put up a rescue mission to save her husband. And then that's when she's going to turn to her good old friends from S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay? She's going to contact them and she's going to go back to the Avengers base to ask for help and to ask and beg for them to go help her rescue her husband. She's going to go see our good old friend and Tony's friend, Captain America. She's going to ask them and say, I need your help. Save Tony, please. I can't live without him. Anyways, that's what's going to happen. Pepper's going to go there. And while Pepper is talking to them, Bruce is going to try to figure out a way to get to him. And while Bruce and Pepper, and they're all having that conversation, Bruce is going to be adamant to tell Pepper that, unfortunately, even pinpointing the location of the source of the origin of the message, which would give them a location for where Tony's spaceship is, the distance is too great for them with their current technology to get there on time before Tony runs out of air. So they would never make it on time. Well, pause that conversation a little bit, because you do understand that movies don't go on a linear base. Different stories are being told all the time. While all of that is happening, we're going to be knowing also what's happening with another very important guy, Ant-Man. Okay, Ant-Man. What we know about him? Well, he's stuck in the quantum realm. Well, love of his life, Dr. Pym and his wife are gone. They're all turned into dust. And what happens with him? Well, one thing we know, Pym is a careful man. And remember, Scott was stuck once into the quantum realm, and he knows it wasn't easy to get out of there. It was only because of the love of his daughter, and he followed her voice to get out of the quantum realm. Dr. Pym installed a safety mechanism on his new suit, on Scott's new suit. And so once Scott continues to reach out for them and doesn't have any word from them, he's going to use the safety mechanism and get out of the quantum realm. And this is what's going to cause us a lot of confusion. We're all expecting him to come out of the quantum realm at the top of that building where the van is parked with Dr. Pym and everybody, where they disappeared. What we're going to learn is that Scott's going to appear in another location of the city. And this has been confirmed by the second trailer that we've seen, Scott coming in a street where there's a pole with missing people signs, and you can see the house in the background kind of look like half abandoned, and he has a confusion, looks confused. This is the thing. Scott's going to come out of the quantum realm in a different location, and as he travels back home and back to the van, he's going to slowly realize that something really, really is wrong with the world. Okay, and knowing Scott and knowing his heart, he knows that there's something terrible happening in the world, and he's going to try to offer his help to the Avengers. And we know that. We know that he's going to ring the bell at the Avengers Initiative, and he's going to meet up with good old Captain America and his folks. And that's the perfect timing. Whenever Scott gets in there, he's going to witness the conversation that is already happening in between Pepper Potts and the Avengers. And where Banner is telling Pepper Potts, no, the distance is too great, we'll never make there in time. And then, after hearing all that, Scott's going to offer a solution. He's going to say, what if I can make the distance smaller? And then people are going to ask him, how can you do that? And this is where the whole quantum realm plays a big part on this upcoming Endgame movie. Okay, We know a lot about quantum realm based on Ant-Man's movie 1 and 2 and a little bit on Infinity War. But here's the thing. He's going to explain to the Avengers what happened to him, that he was in one place, and because he didn't have a way to go back through the tunnel, he ended up coming out in a different location. But that happened in a short period of time in his perception of time. Another thing that's interesting is that we can clearly see that Scott is already experiencing returning to the real world a few days or months. Some time has passed, okay? Because when he's looking at the post, you look at the abandoned house, you know some time has passed. But he's going to offer that to say, if you use the quantum realm, you can get in one location and exit in a different location through the quantum realm. And then Banner is going to turn out to be the one helping calculating, finding a way for you to use the origin point of the signal to locate and guide and navigate through the quantum realm. And they're going to come up with an idea of a rescue mission. They're going to get a Quinjet prepared for that, and they're going to get a Quinjet prepared to go into the tunnel, to go into the quantum realm, and to exit at the pinpoint location of the source origin of Tony's message. And they're going to create a rescue mission for Tony. See, there you go. Now we're back to the topic that we had before. Rescue mission. It's time for rescue mission. And this is why Doctor Strange said that Tony was so important. He saw over 14 million possibilities and only one of them they would be successful. And when he saw that Tony was about to be killed by Thanos, he was willing to give up the time stone to save Tony's life. Tony's life was so important at that time, at a point in the game, because without Tony, no rescue mission would ever exist. Tony is the motivation for Pepper to unite the remainder Avengers to go out and find a way to rescue him in the middle of space. And now you're asking, why are you making that point so important? Well, the rescue mission in itself is not as important as what they find out, and we will know that in a minute. Oh, one cool thing about this rescue mission. Well, we're not so sure who is going to be in the rescue mission or not, but I can guarantee you one thing. Pepper Potts is going to want to go to that rescue mission. And we know she's going to unveil something really cool for all of us that are fans. Here's the thing. People are going to say, okay, we're going to go rescue Tony. And she's going to say, I'm going to go with you. And they're going to say, no, it's too dangerous. And she's going to say, no, there's no way I'm going to go. And she's going to tap something. It could be a necklace. It could be something that she's going to tap. And boom, nanosuit. And we're going to have her nanosuit unveiled. And she's going to be wearing a suit designed by Tony. And by the way, in the comics books, her suit is called Rescue. Exactly. Thank you, Eric. Anyways, it's called Rescue. And we're going to see that suit unveiled, and she's going to be in the ship, and she's going to be in that rescue mission. They're going to use the quantum realm, and they're going to be able to travel through the quantum realm and arrive at Tony Stark location. And that's going to be a cool image to see. Tony's spaceship drifting, and out of nothing, boom, a Quinjet is going to appear out of the quantum realm right there. So, you've been sitting and listening to this series so far, and I told you that Iron Man is going to die, and where is that? Well, here it is. It's time to talk about death. Okay, while we're seeing all these efforts happening to come up with a rescue mission for Tony, in the middle of the movie, everything's going to stop. We're going to go back to the spaceship, and we're going to see Nebula witness Tony Stark dying. That's it. Tony Stark is going to die. The rescue mission is going to get there too late. Tony is going to die. While the Avengers are organizing the Quinjet and arranging everything to go rescue Tony, everything is going to stop. We're going to be in this spaceship, and we're going to see Tony Stark take his last breath because of lack of air. And Nebula is just going to be standing next to him, and she's going to see him die. Now imagine the impact in the movie theaters. The cornerstone of the MCU is dead. Iron Man is dead. If you're a true fan, you're gonna cry like a little baby. And that's what Marvel wants. Because they want you to believe in the movies that Tony is dead. That's it. Now, what's going to happen? The Queen Jet's gonna blow up right next to the spaceship. They're gonna storm into the spaceship. Pepper Potts ahead of everybody on her suit of armor. She's gonna tap to her side. Her helmet's gonna come off. She's gonna throw herself to the ground. Nebula's gonna be looking astonished like that. Tony's on the ground, and we are all crying, knowing that he's dead. They are late. They could have never had any chances of rescue him. He's already dead. And then Pepper Potts gonna hold him in his arms, and she's gonna notice something is wrong, and she's gonna cry. Now picture this. Everyone is crying. Everyone is sad. The cornerstone of MCU, Iron Man, Tony Stark, the most beloved character, is dead. And now you see Pepper Potts, the love of his life, kneel down next to him. There's no way. Everyone is just going to be shocked with the most horrific death in the history of MCU, perhaps the most horrific death in the history of heroes. Anyways, well, when everybody's crying out their eyes, Tony Stark is going to turn his head, look at Pepper Potts, and ask the question, "What are you doing here?" And then, boom! Tony Stark is not dead. He's actually alive. That is the biggest plot twist ever in all history. Here's the thing. Marvel wants you to believe that Tony is going to be rescued in a way, but in reality, they're hiding from you that Tony Stark is going to die, but really not die. Huh? How is that possible? Well, here's the thing. Pepper is going to be right next to Tony. Tony looks dead. Everybody in the movie thinks he's dead. But then he says, "What are you doing here?" No, Tony's not dead. He's alive. He's talking to Pepper. And then Pepper's going to say, "I came here to rescue you." And then he's going to say, "Well, how is that possible?" She's going to say, "I got your message." And she's going to pull up a device and show a little of Tony's recording. And then Nebula is going to be astonished and she's going to say, "No way." No, she's not going to say no way. Nebula would never say no way. But she would say something like, "Oh, that's impossible." And everybody's going to look at her and she's going to deliver the most important line. "That's impossible. I just sent the message." Boom! Time travel, baby! That's how they learn that they actually time traveled in the quantum realm. That's the cue. That's the thing. That's the biggest plot twist ever. Tony Stark is going to die, then everybody's going to cry, but he's not really dead because through the quantum realm, they actually time traveled and the rescue mission was able to travel back in time and come to Tony's aid before he dies. That's how they learn they are able to manipulate time and space, and this is going to be the key thing to defeat Thanos and to save everyone else in the universe that has been vanished by this nap. See, this is why Doctor Strange said that Tony Stark was so important. Because he knew in all the 14 million possibilities, it would be impossible to stop Thanos at that point in the planet. Thanos could have not been defeated. He was already too powerful. He would get the time stone no matter what. So he was trying to find a way for them to defeat Thanos without the time stone. And Tony Stark was the only way, because he would be the only one that would bring together that group of people to do a rescue mission that would turn out to be the way they would learn how to manipulate the quantum realm for time and space. So So there you have it. That's the beauty of this theory. It takes in consideration the cornerstone of MCU, Iron Man, and how he's so important. It takes in consideration that MCU is closing the very first 10 years. With this Endgame movie, they're going to close this first series of movies. They're going to want to do something really special about his main character, their main character. And what is more important or more special or more astonishing than killing your main character in the movie and then bringing him back to life in a way that gives the key for the answer of all their problems at the end? This is brilliant. It's the biggest plot twist of all history. Now, how are they going to defeat Thanos? Well, I have two ideas. Number one, I still think that trailer about the Infinity War is not a way of distraction, where we all saw Hulk riding with them on the war in Wakanda. I think that's an Easter egg. I think they're going to time travel and they're going to redo that battle again, but in this next time, Banner is going to be out there as Hulk, not just wearing Tony's armor. Second thing, I really don't think that Captain Marvel is going to be the one to defeat Thanos. If you use Captain Marvel to rescue Tony, it's an easy out. If you use her immense powers to defeat Thanos, it's also an easy out. And one thing about Avengers we learned so far is that they're all about teamwork. Teamwork. It's going to take an effort. It's not going to be one hero. It's going to be the collective group of heroes. And we've seen that. We've seen that in the latest movie, in the latest trailer for the movie. We've seen what's happening. A lot of different heroes battling, fighting together. It's going to be like that. Personally, I would love if it would be Thor. Because we know that Thanos told him, well, next time aim for the head. If I were Thor, I would aim it, but not for the head. I would aim for the hand. So that he says, oh, next time aim for the head. But when he pulls up his arm to do the snap, oh, crap, there's no more hand. The gauntlet's going to be on the ground, and that's how I think they could defeat Thanos. To me, that would be a great ending. What do you think? What is your idea? See, this is the thing. This video is not about finding how this movie is going to end, but if you want, put in the comments there, how do you think they're going to defeat Thanos? Here's the thing. The important thing is that you know now that Marvel has the biggest plot twist ever planned in Iron Man. And here's the thing. If you like this video, share with your friends. But do remember, if you share with them, you're going to end up spoiling the movie for them. So go ahead, spoil it away, and let's see what's happened on Endgame.